The last phase of Kcpe examinations has officially been released by the Education CS, Ezekiel Machogu. Over 9,000 of the students who never got to start the examinations still have a chance to sit it in January. Tonight, we tell you a tale of celebrations across the country and give you stories of top students, their dreams, aspirations, and their wishes in this last phase of Kcpe as we ask the questions, what next for the 844 system? My name is Simba Elijah Charles Kiage. Thank you very much for taking your time to join us right here on Inside this evening. Just before we begin our news, let's take a look at the highlights.
Personally, it was the self-ambition and the self-believing in yourself. I'd like to go to Mangu High.
Michael Warutere tops the Kcpe 2023 results with a 428 marks. And across the country, other top performers celebrate the sweet victory.
I want to go to Alliance Girls and I want to be a neurosurgeon when I grow up.
For those who were not able to sit the examination, is 9,354 candidates.
Over 9,000 students who failed to do their Kcpe examinations have a chance to do their exams in January next year, says Educational CS Ezekiel Machogu.
Following the end of the Kcpe examination.
End of an era for the Kcpe examinations as the last cohort of students under the 844 curriculum get their results. Thank you very much again for joining us this evening. Our sign language interpreter is Josephine Olko. Now, Michael Warutere is the happiest young man today after he emerged the top student in the 2023 Kcpe examinations with 428 marks. Warutere from Riara Springs, Nairobi, now thanks his parents and teachers for their unwavering support. Now, across the country, festivities rocked different schools as students, parents, and teachers came together to celebrate top performers. Let's take a look.
Riara Springs Academy here in Nairobi, where we meet the top candidate 2023, Michael Warutere.
This is Michael Warutere, and I'm very happy for what God has helped me to achieve today. The 428 did not come easy to come. I had to revise and also balance my time so that in the end I emerge victorious. Because you can't be good in one, you have to be all-rounded as a pupil. Yeah.
Full of joy, Warutere shares his joyous moments with us and his plans after the primary education.
It was the self-ambition and the self-believing in yourself, because it's you yourself who pushes, who you can push to achieve many things. I'd like to go to Mangu High. It's a very nice school, and hopefully I'll reach there.
Samuel Muture, the father, joyfully narrates his child's success secrets that have made him emerge the top nationwide.
My name is Mr. Samuel Muturi. I'm the father to Michael Warutere, who has been announced as the #1 in the Kcpe. Obviously, we are speechless. We are very excited and very happy, and we thank God for this blessing. So really excited as a parent, and very happy for the young man as well.
In Nakuru County, we meet the second best candidate, Immaculate Washeke, who scooped an impressive 427 from Gilgil Hills Academy. Washeke expressed her happiness after achieving such a high mark, sharing that she had set a goal of achieving at least 420, but she was surprised to have exceeded her expectations. Washeke aims to join Alliance High School and later on pursue her dream of becoming a neurosurgeon.
Na nahisi vizuri. Kusema ukweli siko natarajia kupata alama hizo, lakini namshukuru Mungu kwa kunipa alama hizo. It has not been an easy journey. There have been many ups and downs, but I thank God because I've been able to overcome them. I want to go to Alliance Girls and I want to be a neurosurgeon when I grow up.
In Kakamega County at St. Anne's Mumias, Jacinta Bethany Hasungu also scooped 427 marks, and here is her story.
I realized that I was the first girl. I just worked hard and never gave up. I listened to the teacher's advice and always put God first in everything that I did. The target was 430, but I didn't expect to be the first girl.
And in Mombasa County, Eunice Ahmed from Light Academy scored 426 and emerged third best overall. As the Kcpe takes its final bow, Michael Warutere takes the lead. From the Riara Springs Academy here in Nairobi, Aludagel for Lookuptv.
Now, still on Kcpe examination results, despite high insecurity and poor infrastructure in the West Pokot region, students beat all the odds and registered stellar performance in the Kcpe examinations 2023.
Announced the Kcpe results. Hill School Eldoret produced over 20 students with 400 marks, and Greenhill Private School led in Uasin Gishu County.
Kuwa mpasuaji wa akili, napenda sayansi na hisabati, napenda sana. No.
Regan Lemeguran, Roninga ya Lookup, Nairobi.
In West Pokot County, Sylvia Cherop from St. Mary's Assumption Catholic Primary School secured the top position with 419 marks, followed by Rita Rutoa and Celestine Chepengat from Kapenguria Townview Primary School with 412 and 402 marks respectively.
Kwanza mpata alama 419, 402. Kufikia sasa ni wanafunzi wawili ambao tumepata zaidi ya 400.
Our first candidate has scored 420.
Celebrations of outstanding results reached Little Friends Junior Academy in Naivasha, Nakuru County, as Miles Muringi scored 421 marks. The school replicated success with 18 out of 87 students scoring over 400
the highest
marks.
Pupil, 421, and in Naivasha sub-county, that is the highest score we have. So that is congratulations to everyone.
God for the opportunity he has given me, for being forever by my side. If it weren't for him, I would have not been standing here right now. The support given to me by my parents and my teachers has been commendable.
Secondly, I congratulate my son. He has done me proud. Thank you, Miles.
Okay, I wanted more, but I'm satisfied with that because I know it wasn't easy for me to reach here despite the rough journey.
In Kisumu County, Golden Elite Kisumu produced 9 students with 400 marks, while 2 out of 84 students failed to score 300 marks. The top scorer achieved 420 marks.
I have gotten 403 marks. I thank God for it. My school of choice is Kcpe Boys High School.
I'm Maggie Sunday. I want to thank the Lord for this. I was not expecting this at all. Today morning I was crying to my mom. I was asking her if I'm going to make it because I was not expecting this at all. My girls, Eldoret.
Moving to Kakamega County, Jacinta Bethany Kazungu emerged as the top student with 427 marks from First Beth Private School in Kakamega Town.
I just worked hard and never gave up. I listened to the teacher's advice and always put God first in everything that I did. The target was 430, but I didn't expect to be the first girl.
Concluding with a report from Nairobi, Fiona Nthuli from Riara Springs fears missing out on her dream due to lack of school fees after scoring 404 marks. She calls on the government to intervene.
To pay about 700,000 shillings.
Now, a total of 8,525 students recorded marks above the 400 mark in the 2023 Kcpe examinations released by the Education Cabinet Secretary Ezekiel Machogu today. Now, 2 students were found to have engaged in exam malpractices. Here is CS Ezekiel Machogu's statement earlier from Mitiani House, Nairobi.
Early Thursday morning, Education Cabinet Secretary Ezekiel Machogu presided over the release of the results for the last cohort of the Kcpe exams in the country. Over 1.4 million students sitting for the exam this year.
There were 1,406,559 candidates who sat the Kcpe examination in 28,533 examination centers across the country. Of these, there were 721,544, that is 51.30% male, and there were 685,017, which was 48.70% female candidates who sat the examination.
Overall performance fell this year in comparison to the results posted by Kcpe students in the year 2022.
2 papers, English language and the Kenyan Sign Language. Conversation recorded an improvement in performance in the year 2023 compared with the year 2022, while 8 other papers, English Conversation, Kiswahili Insa, Kenya Sign Language, Mathematics, Science, Social Studies, and Religious Education, recorded a slight drop in performance in the year 2023 compared to the year 2022.
Performance distribution this year saw 8,525 students score 400 marks and above. 352,782 students attained marks between 300 and 399, while 682,278 students registered marks between 200 and 299. From 100 and 199 marks, there were 382,025 students, and below the 100 marks category, there were 2,060 students.
In terms of gender, the performance of male and female candidates was comparable in social studies and religious education. However, female candidates performed slightly better than their male counterparts in the English language, Kiswahili, and the Kenya Sign Language. Male candidates performed slightly better than their female counterparts in mathematics and sciences.
The success of this year's exams was, however, not devoid of challenges. Education CS Machogu recognizing the concerted efforts of all stakeholders to deliver the results.
I'm proud that our country managed to deliver the Kcpe examination in the face of the Nino challenges. In some cases, it was difficult to access some of our examination centers that were cut off by the floods. Delivery of examination material to some of the 576 distribution centers countrywide was affected by the heavy rain. I wish to thank all the teachers, field officers, security officers, NEC officers, and other stakeholders who braved the hard weather challenges to conclude the examinations.
Students' placement in various universities and TVET institutions in the country will start on the 27th of this month and will last for 2 weeks. The ministry says it is adequately prepared to oversee a 100% transition. Henry Tendanyula, Lookuptv.
Over 9,000 students who failed to sit for the Kcpe exams due to various challenges will have a chance of doing the examinations in January. While releasing the 2023 Kcpe examinations, Education CS Ezekiel Machogu noted that the government is committed to see a 100% transition of students from primary to secondary schools in the country.
As a sign to stamp the end of the education system of 844, the Cabinet Secretary Education Ezekiel Machogu has announced to give a second chance to 9,354 students, 9,354 students who failed to take the examination next year in the month of January.
The number, therefore, total number that sat the examination was 1,406,557, translating into 99.34%, which there were 9,000 who never did the examination, and we have given them the opportunity to come and do the exam.
The CS has said this is the last examination to be done in the country. The National Examination Council NEC allowed 205 students to take the KCPE examination without registration.
A total of 205 candidates who were not registered were also allowed to sit for the Kcpe examination, and of these, 125 were male, while 8 of them were female candidates.
These steps are to help to prepare a solid basis to ensure 100% transition for students to join high schools, as well as smoothing the transition from the 844 education system to the CBC education system.
The first cohort of the CPC runners will transition to grade 8 in January 2024. All education indicators show that the cohort is undergoing quality learning and teaching. I wish to assure the country that all curriculum materials are in place to support the runners.
Speaking while announcing KCPE results at the NEC headquarters in Nairobi, Machogu disclosed that universities have already disbursed help loan and the government is working in all means possible to fund education in Kenya.
One other recommendation that the Working Party made regarded the funding of public universities and our TVET institutions. The Working Party recommended the introduction of the variable scholarship and the loan funding model, under which students are funded depending on their level of need. I am happy to announce that the rollout of the new funding model has been successful. Already, the Higher Education Loans Board has released the sum of 5.2 billion to first-year students in our various public universities. In a short while, we will be dispersing scholarship amounts to the universities as well as to our TVET institutions and the trainees once the necessary processing is completed. We are confident that the new funding model will gradually restore our universities and TVET institutions to a path of financial security and sustainability, thereby allowing them to focus on their core mandates of education, training and research.
Ruga Ivan, Lookuptv.
Now, this release was the last of the KCPE 844 system. Once we come back, what does the CS think about the benefits of the 844 system that is completely done now and the transition to CBC? Once we come back.
Nestled in the quiet and serene neighborhood of Makutano, just 2.8 kilometers from the tarmac road lies Alpha Meadows. This is a controlled gated community where you can build your city, home, or purchase for investment purposes. If you are looking for a place to call home, full of peace and quiet with magnificent views, then Alpha Meadows is that place. To book a plot, call 0723 979797 or visit us on 4th Avenue Towers along 4th Ngong Avenue off Bishop Road. Alpha Meadows is a product of Fusion Estates. Fusion Estates, your land ownership partner.
Infinity Industrial Park is one of the largest private industrial parks located along Eastern Bypass, Nairobi, which provides modern infrastructure for smooth operations for industries and business enterprises. Infinity Industrial Park offers world-class amenities and facilities with wide roads, a police station, a power substation, fire station, public transport stage, hospital, and shopping mall. In addition, Infinity Industrial Park also offers CCTV cameras, 24-hour private armed security patrol, sewer, water, fiber optic cable, and 3-phase power connection. Added to public utility, canteen, and dining areas. Sail on the golden opportunity to invest in Infinity Industrial Park, fully serviced warehouses at a special price of 3,569 Kenyan shillings per square foot. For more inquiries, visit our website infinityindustrialpark.com.
Welcome back. Now, the release of the KCSE 2023 results marked the end of the 844 curriculum at the primary school level, a system that has been used in the country for the last 39 years. Acknowledging the benefits of the system, Education Cabinet Secretary Ezekiel Machogu noted that the full transition to the CBC system is a major success.
A journey that has taken close to 39 years now comes to an end. Seen off by Education CS Ezekiel Machogu, who has seen over 1.4 million candidates sitting for the Kcpe examinations, see their results.
Kaka, somo nane, nne, kweli mbali tumetoka, kwa shule za miaka 8, tamatini tumefika, mtaala wa manane.
A poem written and narrated to mark the end of a journey of approximately 38 years of 844 curriculum system to Kcpe candidates of the famous primary school. 2023 candidates affirming the historical move.
Somo nane, nne, imefika ukingoni.
A curriculum launched by the then Education Minister Peter Olo-Aringo, inheriting the mantle from Joseph Ngeno in 1985. After the second and late Kenyan statesman's previously a teacher, Daniel Toroitich Arap Moi, reformed the 844 education system from the then 7423 curriculum, which included 8 years of primary education from classes 1 to 8, 4 years of secondary education from forms 1 to 4, and finally 4 years of higher level education.
As I stand before Kenya today, I must make it abundantly clear that my mission is not to sing KCB digest. Rather, I am here to celebrate and remind my fellow Kenyans that we are only transitioning from a structure of education that has served us well for 4 decades to one that will serve us even better.
Education CS Ezekiel Machogu could not hide his happiness of officially wrapping up the system, explaining the success that was accompanied by the curriculum which benefited more than 26 million students, by praising the stakeholders who made the system successful, including parents, security agencies, learners and teachers in general, whom have ensured success in the national examination in primary schools throughout the country.
So like Warutere Aringo, who released the first KCPE examination results, I also feel privileged to be the one at the apex of the transition point from the KCPE examination to the Kenya Primary School Examination Assessment, which has been conducted in 2023 for only the second year.
Principal Secretary in the Ministry of Education, Belio Kipsang, emphasizing on the CS's speech by thanking teachers for enabling more than 26 million Kenyans who went throughout the 844 system. Belio revealed that the ministry has already paid all the managers and examiners who participated in the KCPE examination process, and the course is expected to be similar to their KCSE counterparts.
We are celebrating more than 38 years of service of our Kenyan people, whom we have taken through this particular 844 education system.
The National Examination Council NEC CEO David Njegere praised the counties of Vihiga and Taita Taveta for swift and smooth registration of KCPE candidates by 100% this year, rewarding the best observers and administrators in the examination.
Since 1985, 39 cohorts have sat the KCPE examination with 2 major reviews being made on the assessment tools and the awarding criteria.
The Chief Executive Director of TSA, Dr. Nancy Macharia, congratulated more than 7,250 teachers and administrators for ensuring the exam success as she bid farewell to the system and promised to support the new CBC curriculum, appealing to teachers to embrace it.
I wish at this juncture to also thank all the 473 teachers who served as invigilators, supervisors, and center managers, and 7,250 who worked as examiners during the last Kcpe examination.
Stakeholders in the education sector, led by Chairman of the Senate Parliamentary Education Committee, John RUTO, and National Assembly counterpart Julius Meli, expect that the CBC not to be evaluated again based on criterion, as it was in the 844 system.
100% this exam was properly managed, thanks to the center managers who are the head teachers of the primary schools in this country.
Lugaria Stanley with that story. Now, as the 844 curriculum bows out in the primary level with the release of the 2023 Kcpe results, all eyes are on the new CBC education system, which takes charge. What does it really mean to transition from the 844 to the 2633 system? John Matava with the details.
The first cohort of the CBC runners will transition to grade 8 in January 2024. All education indicators show that the cohort is undergoing quality learning and teaching.
As the country marks the end of the 844 curriculum system, with the last cohort of Kcpe students receiving their results today, INCOM CBC, which is a fairly new education system in the country, was established in December 2017. Under this system, the progress of each student is monitored in a period of 2, 6, 3 years respectively. This means the students will spend 2 years in pre-primary education, 6 years in primary school, 3 years in lower secondary school, 3 years in senior high school, and 3 years in the university. At the same time, TSC Chief Executive Officer Nancy Macharia has asked teachers all over the country to embrace the new CBC curriculum, and together with other departments will provide teachers with the necessary tools to oversee an effective transition.
I now wish to usher in all our teachers to the new curriculum-based assessments and encourage all of us to acquaint ourselves with the new way of doing things under CBC. As a commission, we are committed to work with all other stakeholders to ensure that all our teachers are well retooled to effectively deliver CBC.
Speaking during the release of Kcpe results today, Chairperson of the Senate Education Committee, Mr. John RUTO, has said that the new CBC system, the examination will no longer be assessed in one parameter, as it was in the previous system of 844.
As we usher CBC, led by the Minister for Education, that we never again allow our learners to be assessed on only one parameter, and that is academics. Because of course, we know that all of us are gifted differently, are talented differently, and that is why I'm an ardent supporter of CBC, that going forward, now that we are done with Kcpe and 844, that no learner will ever again be classified as a failure simply because we were assessed on a parameter that they were not necessarily talented in. And so it's incumbent again on all of us, led by our able CS, to see to it that we do not drift into an examination system once again.
John Matava, Lookuptv.
Away from the Kcpe examinations, the Joyful Women organization that was started by First Lady Rachel RUTO celebrated its 14th anniversary today in Nairobi County. The event was graced by President William Ruto and visiting First Ladies from Namibia, Ghana and Burundi. The president noted that the government will help all self-help groups to digitize their programs from January next year.
The Joyful Women Project, funded by the First Lady Rachel RUTO, has the aim of strengthening women in investing and strengthening their businesses and enable them to build their own savings. Rachel RUTO congratulated the women who joined the Joyful Women Enterprise Project, and as from now, they have fully benefited with the Table Banking Fund.
Together with my sisters, as members of the organization First Ladies for Development, or AFLAD, we stand united as we launch the unifying campaign. Focuses on 4 key pillars, namely violence, health, education, and women economic empowerment.
Speaking at the event, President William Ruto applauded the Joyful Women organization and those with joint projects and assured them that they will receive funds that will enable them to invest more and also be listed in digital programs from January next year.
Kubali mambo ya saving kwa sababu Waswahili wanasema akiba haiozi.
In addition, President William Ruto has asked for cooperation between groups to benefit from the Hustler Fund project and the Women Enterprise Fund to develop themselves economically.
Ile pesa tumeweka ya serikali, pesa ya Hustler Fund na pesa ya Women Enterprise Fund. Katika ile kikundi yenu sasa haitakuwa ni ile pesa yenu peke yake mmesave. Sasa tutawapatia pesa ya Women Enterprise Fund na tutawapatia pesa ya Hustler Fund.
Catherine Saina, Lookuptv.
Luroko village in Isiolo County has been deserted for 8 years due to insecurity that has rocked the region. Residents now say they are ready to move back if the government is committed to addressing their dire security concerns.
Residents of Luroko village in Isiolo County are scared of moving back to their homes after they fled 8 years ago due to insecurities and banditry in the area. Saying that the village has been an escape corridor by bandits who terrorize Isiolo County. Luroko village has turned into a ghost village and homes of over 600 people continue to turn into ruins. 60-year-old Monica Epp recounted how she left all her belongings and fled to the bushes with her children to spend a night, only to be rescued in the morning by police who later helped her seek refuge in Garimara area.
Sasa kama hujaenda na nguo ya mwili na hujaenda na kikombe, hujaenda na TP, hujaenda na radio, ni nini umeenda naye? Hakuna. Niliro tu. Wana hiki chaka, nilikata hiki chaka mbio na watoto 5. Pika hapo Sokote nikashindika. Wanaume nisaidie, hiyo napita. Nisaidie, hiyo napita. Nikaenda tu ngangana na watoto wangu, Mungu akaniepusha nikaingia Samburu. Asubuhi yake lori askari aliondoka akakuja akatubeba.
However, the residents say they are willing to return and live again in Luroko village if the government assures them of security. According to Garimara Assistant County Commissioner Moses Maloba, there is great need to establish a strong Nyumba Kumi network that will aid in intelligence gathering in the area, adding that the community should work together to weed out bad elements within them who are still terrorizing residents in the area.
Bila NPR, bila bunduki hapa tutaendelea kuumia. Hii ripoti yenu hapa nimepata na napeleka mbele. Leo naenda kuwakilisha kwa DCC. Niwaambie wananchi wa Luroko wanaomba askari.
Ivy Wangulu, Lookuptv.
Well, let's look at Sports Night, where the national women's football team, Harambee Starlets, are on with their training at Kasarani Stadium ahead of their first leg match of our WAFCON 2024 qualifiers against Botswana on the 29th of this month at the Nyayo National Stadium. The return leg match is scheduled for December 5th this year in Botswana.
Furaha kwangu kureceive another call up na kurudi meet up na team, na I think niko ready na tutasukumana na nitasukuma to give my best. Botswana is not a easy team, lakini sisi pia wa Kenya hakuna kitu yenye tuwezi. Tumetrain kama ni experience iko, kama players unapata kila mtu ako na hiyo capability, and miki tunajua acha Botswana wakuja venye watakam, lakini sisi pia tunawa promise hatutawaangusha. Tuta give out our best. Juu najua starlet sisi madem tuta give our best na tutakuwa fiti.
Mood iko vizuri tangu ile win ya Cameroon. Watu wamejituma. Naona in day 2 na nawaambia mafans wajitokelezea kuja kwa wingi, hatutawaangusha.
Junior Stars have today departed to Kisumu ahead of the Sekafa Under-18 tournament, which is set to kick off on the 25th of this month and end on the 9th of December in Kisumu and Kakamega counties. At the same time, Junior Stars are expected to start their campaign against Sudan. Sports Journalists Association of Kenya football team have unveiled their new sports kit through the sponsorship of LG Electronic Company. The team will now use the kits during their matches.
I'm happy that today we are here to do very special events. Besides the CSR, we also want to empower the sports journalists, SJAC FC team, so that they can go out there and be motivated. We've had really good conversations around them winning. We've seen them participate even with the likes of Bunge FC. And now we know that you will go to the pitch very proud because you'll be all kitted. And we believe that this is a way of enriching our partnership, and we're looking forward to similar opportunities. So go out there and win and make us proud.
Over the years, we've really been struggling to come up with something that can be our own, whereby we go for friendly matches. We tell guys, come on guys, come with the white kits, black kits, green or yellow. When you reach the pitch, you find the opponents are wearing the same. So sangine mnacheza kifua tupu. So it's not going to happen again. Courtesy of LG, they've given us 30 pieces of jersey.
As SJAC, I know there is a lot that we can do to make this partnership become even more sweeter. So it's a day at a time, a step at a time, and we promise that what we must do, we will do, just to make sure that this partnership continues to make our life good, and the best way possible will also make LG's life the best, because with LG, life is good. And as SJAC, I know we are committed to support our football team. We will continue to support them. This is just the beginning, so there is a lot that must be done and will be done. So mbele iko sawa na tukiwa na LG.
Well, that story then marks the end of our bulletin tonight on a day that has seen the last of the Kcpe examinations released by CS Ezekiel Machogu. A day that also the 9,000 students who missed to sit the examinations at this year have a chance to do so next year, January 2024. Thank you very much for being a part and parcel of our bulletin tonight. Majority of these stories have been also covered on our website on our www.lookuptv.co.ke, on our social media platforms at Lookuptv across all of them. I am at Kinaga Simba, sign language interpreter this evening has been Josephine Onko. Goodbye and good night.